I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. Let me handle my business, damn. Kanye's, you got me, Freeway and Foxy, YG's, Pierre Marie, Petey, watch me. Bleak could be one hit away his whole career. As long as I'm alive, he's a millionaire.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, I'm Megan Shepard. It's great to have you with us. The 2013 Atlantic hurricane season came to a close on Saturday, and weather expert says despite early predictions that the season would be busier than normal, this year has delivered the fewest hurricanes since 1982. Forecasters had predicted 13 to 20 named storms, 7 to 11 to strengthen into hurricanes, and 3 to 6 to become major hurricanes. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration said there was a 70% chance that this year was going to be more active than an average hurricane season. However, it turned out to be a quiet year. Now, there were 13 named storms, but only 2 became hurricanes, and neither was considered major. Forecasters say that a combination of factors, including drier than expected air and persistent conditions in the atmosphere over the Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean Sea, and tropical Atlantic Ocean, led to the weaker season. Senior Meteorological Officer Kirk James says El Nino had nothing to do with the outcome of this year's hurricane season.
Can't blame El Nino because no El Nino occurred. El Nino years are years that inhibit hurricane growth and development, and you have low activity during El Nino years. But that was not the case this year with the low growth. So we're back to the same thing, a puzzle. It's a puzzle. The mystery, I don't know if it'll be unraveled down here, but surely our Creator, the maker of heaven and earth, He knows why.
Now, a normal year has 12 named storms, 6 hurricanes, and 3 major storms with winds over 110 miles per hour. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, says 2013 will rank as the 6th least active year since 1950. That's when it comes to the collective strength and duration of tropical storms and hurricanes. Despite the mystery of the 2013 hurricane season, James is encouraging residents to always be prepared.
But these things have to be taken seriously because hurricanes, they're not like tornadoes, unpredictable as such. You have more warnings with the hurricanes, but they have to be taken seriously because you only need one to devastate an area and set you back for perhaps 5 to 10 years. Minimum, just one system. It could be a very, very slow year, and one system, one powerful system could set us back for at least maybe as much as 10, 15 years, depend on the resources and the resilience of the people to bounce back.
Last year was the 3rd busiest hurricane season on record with 19 named storms. 10 became hurricanes and 2 were major storms, including Sandy. The firestorm over the cost of electricity continues. The Coalition of Concerned Citizens is now leading the campaign for change and is taking another approach in its quest to bring relief to residents. Coordinator Pastor Eddie Victor is encouraging residents to switch to solar power systems, which harnesses the sun as its source of energy. Victor estimates that there are hundreds of households without power, and solar power in the home may be the solution.
Bahamians need immediate relief, and one of the ways that immediate relief can take place is through solar energy. We have spoken to banks and also credit unions on the island, and each of them who we've spoken to have assured us that if persons qualify, they will be able to get financing for solar power systems.
Also supporting the campaign is professional engineer Roger Johnson, who says the solar power systems will not only provide economic relief to residents, but also lower costs for the Grand Bahama Power Company.
In a year to 15 months, the cost of electricity can be dropped to everybody because a system with the banking can allow for people to put solar panels on their houses and reduce their dependence on electricity from the power company. In a year to 15 months, the power company itself can install 10 megawatts of generation using the fuel as the sun's energy. You don't pay nothing for that. And drive down the cost of energy. And so I'm one of those Bahamians who will speak out, and I represent many who are not speaking out.
Pastor Victor says a petition will be launched this month, as well as a mega town meeting to update residents on the fight to bring about immediate release. Switching gears, the woman who was injured following an altercation in West End on Friday morning has been discharged from hospital. The female sustained serious injuries to the head following that alleged altercation with the man. You may recall that the man in that incident was shot by police. Police say that when they arrived on the scene, the man was holding a knife and charged towards the officer with the knife, putting the officer in fear for his life. As a result, the officer discharged his weapon, hitting the man in the upper shoulder. That man, identified as a 33-year-old Melvin Grant, died a short time later. Police over on the islands of Abaco are searching for two masked men who reportedly robbed a business establishment overnight. Reports say around 7 o'clock last evening, the culprits, who were armed with a knife, robbed a business house on the SC Boodle Highway in Cooperstown of an undetermined amount of cash. The suspects were said to be wearing dark clothing and gloves. If you have any information that could help police, contact the police in Abaco at 367-3437, 367-2560, 919-911, or 350-3107 or 8 in Grand Bahama, or your nearest police station. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, continues after this.